Welcome to Spotlight Torrance, where we're exploring your city. I'm your host, Julie Chan. On today's show, we're taking a closer look at the Torrance Civic Chorale. We're going to hear them sing in many different languages at this show, and we're also going to hear different instruments from around the world. Let's go inside, meet the conductor, and some of the members of this 90-person group. We're inside the Armstrong Theater, and this group is rehearsing one last time before the show begins. Our reporter Anne-Marie Williams had the chance to meet one of the longtime members, Lynn Thomas. Let's take a look. Lynn Thomas first joined the chorale after her daughters graduated from high school.
So, I'll just go sign up and sing myself. And I did, and I've been here ever since.
Thomas is one of 90 members in the Torrance Civic Chorale, a group of singers ranging in all levels of experience who come together once a week in the name of music.
If I'm not singing out loud, there's music in my head at every minute.
Just a wonderful soprano who's committed to the chorale and does not like to miss.
Lynn Thomas has been a member of the chorale for over 40 years and enjoys the sense of community.
Oh my goodness, the people, travel, performing. I've loved all of it.
For chorale members like Thomas, each song isn't just music. Each note tells a story that becomes more meaningful with each practice.
To learn the mechanisms of it, to make it even more enjoyable, to make it sound more beautiful, and give it maybe a little more meaning.
It demonstrates that they like what they're doing. They have found a musical home with Torrance Civic Chorale. They've found a musical neighborhood that they like to plug into, whether it's soprano neighborhood or alto, tenors, or basses.
Thomas has become one of those inspirational members in the group and plans to stay involved and contribute to the chorale.
As long as I can continue to not be a detriment, as long as my voice holds out.
She gives advice to those looking to get involved in music.
Everybody can sing if they want to, or they should, even if maybe not out loud.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Anne-Marie Williams. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Well, Lynn, you mentioned that it's something you've stuck with for many, many years. Talk about how it feels. Does it ever feel like a chore?
No, not at all. Singing that's why we're here. We love to do that. And the music is always different from one session to the next. So you're learning something new. It keeps you challenged. And that's why we keep coming back.
Now, I think you've been here longer than the conductor. Talk about how it's changed from the way it was to the way it is.
It was good before, but it's much better now. He interviews people, and they're good musicians. And so when you sit next to a very good musician, it makes you want to be better.
Thank you from around our beautiful world in different languages.
Well, you both have been here for 19 years, and the conductor's been here 20 years, or a little over 20 years, so you must know him pretty well. Do you have any story about him that you'd like to share?
Oh my gosh, a story about David. If you have the opportunity, watch his face when he conducts us. He gives us a lot of subtle clues, and the way he controls the music with his hands, he's doing that in real time. He's adjusting everything just like a sound op would on a board, but he's doing this with live choral singers, and he's doing it with his emotions, his expressions, and subtle hand signals. It's really fun.
And one of the things he does when we're really good in rehearsal is he holds up a card that has an A+ on it. And when you get the A+, It's just wonderful, and he doesn't give us to us every single week or every single time we do something right. So it's just a really fun little thing that he does that makes us know that we're doing well.
Wow. Well, Anne Marie Williams had a chance to meet the conductor, David Burks, and we're going to go find out more about him.
David Burks developed his love for conducting over 50 years ago.
Through my high school music teacher, encouraging me to pursue music and voice lessons and conducting, and I wound up being the conductor of the high school a cappella choir.
Burks' love for conducting has continued, and he is now the artistic director and conductor of the Torrance Civic Chorale.
It's my responsibility to artistically put together the concert program, all of the music, and then bring together the instrumentalist, rehearse the vocalist every Monday night at 7:30 in the George Nakano Theater.
David Burks has been conducting this group since 1991, and his unique leadership style has helped many members improve.
Charismatic, caring, loving, demanding, incredibly organized. Yet there's a certain level of spontaneity to David.
He's very demanding and exacting, but he gets what he wants because he teaches us and models and shows us what he wants, and stays with us and doesn't give up.
And he's such a good teacher and a good excellent musician.
Burks says seeing people in the group improve is rewarding for everyone.
Highly rewarding for them, for the people they are around, and for myself, because that has been the case with a number of people who have come with minimal choral experience, but some, and they were able to pass the interview, and just to see them develop and flower has really been rewarding.
Over the years that Burks has been leading the group, it has grown substantially.
The chorale has grown from somewhere around 35 to 37 when I first began to 90 plus, is representative of the quality of music and artistic craftsmanship that the singers bring, their vocal abilities.
Burks is already planning what the group will do in 2015 and hopes to make music for years to come. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Anne Marie Williams.
And now I'm joined by conductor David Burks. David, talk about how you chose the theme of tonight's show.
What better theme than music from around the world that highlights all of the many different ethnicities that we have, the cultures, the talent, and the energy and love and joy that all the people have in singing.
What is your favorite part of tonight's show?
Seeing the smiles on the singers' faces and hearing the affirmation of that from their patrons.
And do you think that most of your members have previous training?
Yes, they do.
So you wouldn't consider somebody who just loves to sing in the shower?
I would consider someone who just loves to sing in the shower as long as they can match pitch and they are in tune and they have some choral skills. Even though they may love to sing, they have to sing their part, whether they are soprano, alto, a tenor, or a bass.
Well, you have one member in your group named Monica Mitchell, who has a lot of experience, I've been told. So I had the opportunity to meet Monica earlier this week, and we're going to go check out what she has to say about why this chorale is special. For many, the chorale is a fun hobby. For others, like Monica Mitchell, it offers so much more.
It took me a while to join. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to do this kind of a thing.
Mitchell studied music back in college and is even classically trained.
I've done a lot of choral music throughout my college years, but I really was working on my solo career.
A church soloist for 15 years and professional opera singer, Mitchell has a range of music experience.
I'm working with 100 other singers, which is very different. And when you're in opera, you're just working with a small ensemble or cast. So it's very different that way. And the goal is different. When you're working on opera, it's about singing solo music, singing operatic material. In this, we sing so many different types of songs.
Now in her 6th year as a member in the chorale, she enjoys the eclectic music with each new show.
We did the Handel's Messiah, and I got to sing a lot of the solos with orchestra, so that was great fun. I loved that. This one in particular is wonderful also because we're covering all world music from everywhere.
Along with the great music, Mitchell also enjoys the camaraderie amongst the members.
I feel very safe with this group. There's a lot of good friends that care. It's wonderful.
And though she was hesitant to commit at first, Mitchell has rarely missed a practice and hopes to continue for years to come.
The predictability that I know that I'll have something to sing every Monday night, it keeps my voice in shape, keeps me going, keeps me inspired musically.
So you sing in a lot of different languages in tonight's show. Talk about which was the most difficult for you.
Well, we sing in French, German, Italian, and the Swahili, which is the African language, and probably something else that I can't think about. But I think the most difficult was the French, just because it's a really intense song. There's a ton of French in the song. We all had to study it very hard. So I'd say that's probably the hardest song. But they were all doable. We all learned them well, and it was fun. It was fun learning them.
And this group also sustains itself through some fundraising, I heard. So talk about that fundraising. What have been some of the activities?
Well, we have about 2 fundraisers a year where we usually have the whole group come to a dinner and sing and have a good time. And we do really well with those fundraisers. And we also have generous donors that donate to the group, which helps a lot too. And actually, Ray and Susan Starbuck are hugely helpful in the fundraising efforts of the group.
Well, our reporter Anne-Marie Williams had the opportunity to meet this duo earlier in the week. Let's check it out.
Susan and Ray Starbuck had their lives changed forever after attending the Torrance Civic Chorale's Christmas concert.
And the people from the chorale, many of whom are still in the chorale, surrounded us in the audience, sang to us.
I leaned over to my wife and I said, we could do that. That would be fun. Let's do it. And that was 20 years ago.
Over the years, participating in the chorale has become something they love doing together.
I think it's the world's best thing. I can't imagine not having him in the group with me. The two of us work together and come together. It is our shared experience.
Susan and Ray share a passion for music that began many years ago.
I've been singing for the last 38 years. I would have married her the minute I met her. And I still feel that way.
They were in the same music group at West High, but it wasn't love at first sight for Susan.
He was a dorky tenor, and I was I thought I was much better than that as a soprano, an alto, and older. That meant a lot in those days. And then we met each other in the Sierra Club about 10 years later, and his first line to me was, "Didn't you used to go to West High?" Now he's all filled up, handsome.
We share the same goals. We understand the same music.
While the Starbucks enjoy this shared activity, very few couples can both carry a tune.
Talent isn't given equally, and the ability to sing and to enjoy it's unequal in families. I mean, my mother couldn't carry a note. My father would sing all the time. So it just seems to be that kind of thing.
The more the merrier. Would welcome more husband and wives to come and interview.
It's one of our highs of being a couple, to be able to perform on stage together.
One concert is all it took for the Starbucks to make the commitment and join the chorale. They will now inspire others at upcoming concerts. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Anne-Marie Williams.
Well, it's intermission, and I'm here now with Ray and Susan Starbuck. Tell me, what's it like to be one of the very few married couples in this group?
Well, it's just a total treat. It's what we do together. It's been an important part of our life now for these 19 years that we've been singing together.
And did you always know that you both enjoyed singing and would want to do this together?
Yes, we sang in high school together, actually. And
I think you sang in church as well, did you not?
I sang in church.
I did as a small child as well, and in school.
Yeah, and back when we were teenagers, everyone was singing. It was the whole world was singing at that time because it was the folk era, and I played guitar and sang, and Ray would sing with me when we first met. He carried my guitar to the top of a mountain one time so that he could play for me.
Wow.
It was also the line that I used to get to meet her.
The chorale offers more than a chance to sing, but to bond with your spouse or make new friends. And not only fun for the members, but the audience also enjoys the biannual performances. We'll be back in a moment to see what the audience has to say about the spring show.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Get out to the forest.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah!
Woo-hoo!
Hey, guys, wait up! And discover the wonders of nature with your family.
These trees are the key to our way of life.
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
An endless forest adventure.
Let's rock this jungle! Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
Robert, tell me, who are you here to support tonight?
I'm here to support my mother. She's been in the chorale for 3 years now, and we always come out and listen to her sing.
And I see you bought her flowers. That's so kind of you. How many times have you come to watch her sing?
This is only my second time, but she's been doing this, as I said, for 3 years. I just recently got back to LA, so now I get to come every single time, and it's awesome.
That's wonderful. What was your favorite part about tonight's show?
Well, my mom got to sing in the duet tonight, so it's always fun to see her get up there and kind of be in the spotlight. So that's fun.
Now, have you ever thought about joining the chorale?
Oh, no, I can't sing at all. I dabble in the piano, but their pianist is really, really good, so I think she'll be there for a while.
I don't know. If you can play the piano and you have a mother who sings, I bet you can sing yourself.
There you go, Mother.
For more Spotlight Torrance, be sure to check us out on facebook.com/SpotlightTorranceTV. And don't forget to like our page to get the latest updates on our show. With a packed house tonight, the Torrance Civic Chorale enjoyed continual applause throughout their show. The whole world is singing. For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Julie Chan, and we thank you for joining us on this show. We'll see you next time.